It's 3 a.m. The house is quiet and the world is asleep, but my thoughts, they're wide awake. You know that feeling, when your mind just won't stop thinking. Tonight, it was English. Again. That old voice came back. Why aren't you better by now? Why can't you speak more fluently? Other people make it look so easy. But then, something shifted. One tiny thought whispered through the noise. What if this isn't failure? What if it's growth? This episode is not about grammar. It's not about test scores or study hacks. It's about those quiet, powerful moments, like this one. When your mindset shifts. If you've ever felt stuck, tired, or ready to give up on your English journey, stay with me, because this 3 a.m. moment, it changed everything. Let me tell you the story. It started like most sleepless nights. I was lying in bed, phone in hand, scrolling. Instagram, YouTube, short videos of people speaking perfect English, smiling, confident, fast. They told jokes, told stories, sounded fluent, effortless. And me? I couldn't stop comparing. My pronunciation still needed work. Sometimes I paused too long or forgot the word I needed. I thought, I'm trying so hard. Why does it still feel like I'm behind? And then, as I stared at the ceiling in the dark, one tiny powerful thought slipped in. What if I've been measuring progress the wrong way? Not by how many words I know, not by how perfect my sentences sound, but by something deeper, by how brave I've been, by how I keep showing up, even when it's messy. I thought back to the first time I introduced myself in English. My voice shook. My hands were sweating, but I did it. I remembered the first time I ordered food in English. The first time I spoke up in a group. The first time I told someone, I'm learning, but I'm proud of that. And in that moment, at 3 a.m., I realized something. I'm not failing. I'm growing, slowly, quietly, bravely. And maybe, just maybe, that's enough. That night, I didn't go back to sleep right away. Instead, I just lay there, thinking, and three thoughts kept coming back to me. Thoughts that changed how I see my English journey forever. 1. What if fluency isn't a finish line, but a lifestyle? For so long I treated English like a race. Get fluent, pass the test, sound native, go, go, go. But that night I asked myself, what if fluency isn't something you reach, but something you live? I realized learning doesn't end. Even native speakers learn new words. Fluency isn't one moment. It's showing up every day, listening, speaking, trying, even failing, beautifully. And just like eating healthy or exercising, it's not about being perfect. It's about staying in the habit. 2. I realized I'm braver than I thought. I used to think fluency was about intelligence, that the smart ones learned fast. But really, it takes courage. Courage to speak when you're unsure. Courage to keep learning when progress is invisible. Courage to say, I don't know, but I'll try. Every time I spoke, even when I made mistakes, I was doing something brave. And I didn't even notice it until 3 a.m. 3. What if I already speak better than I believe? This thought hit me the hardest, because honestly, I'd been too focused on my mistakes. But then I remembered, people understood me. They smiled. They answered. We connected. So maybe my English wasn't the problem. Maybe my confidence was. And what if I stopped waiting to feel fluent and started trusting the English I already have? These 3 thoughts, they didn't fix everything, but they softened something. They made space for grace. And from that night on, I started walking a little taller in my journey. Now, let's take a moment to highlight some of the key phrases and vocabulary from this story. These aren't just words, they're ways to express your growth and emotions in English. 1. What if? Used to explore possibilities, doubts, or new ideas. Example: what if I've been measuring progress the wrong way? 2. I realized, a way to share something you suddenly understood or discovered. Example: I realized I'm braver than I thought. 3. Comparison. Looking at what others are doing and judging yourself. Example: I fell into the trap of comparison while scrolling social media. 4. Progress. Improvement or movement forward over time. Example: progress can be slow, but it's still progress. 5. Mindset. The way you think about something, especially learning. Example: changing my mindset helped me feel more confident. 6. Courage. Doing something even when it's hard or scary. Example: speaking in English takes courage. 7. Imposter syndrome. The feeling that you're not good enough even when you are. Example: imposter syndrome made me doubt my English. 8. Trust myself. To believe in your own ability or value. Example: I'm learning to trust myself when I speak. Try using these phrases in your journal or even when talking to yourself in English. They're gentle, reflective, and powerful. And now, if you're ready, we'll take a few minutes for quiet reflection. Just you and your thoughts. If you're still with me, take a deep breath. This moment is just for you. Whether it's early morning, late at night, or somewhere quiet in your day, this is your time to reflect on how far you've come. If you have a notebook nearby, feel free to write. Or if you're lying in bed, just think. Either way, here are a few simple prompts to guide you. Prompt 1. What's one thing I've improved in English this month? Prompt 2. When did I feel brave in my learning? Prompt 3. What if I already have what I need to keep going? Let the answers come slowly. You don't need to rush. Sometimes the most powerful growth happens silently, like the night. You are not behind. You are not failing. You're simply learning. And that is enough. So, if you're lying in the dark thinking about your English journey, I hope you feel a little lighter. a little less alone. Your journey isn't measured in perfect grammar or test scores, it's measured in quiet courage. In the moments you keep going, even when no one's watching. Tonight, or whenever you're listening, I want you to remember this. Your words matter, your effort matters. You matter. And if this episode spoke to you, you can download a free reflection sheet with today's prompts, vocabulary, and space for your own 3 a.m. thoughts. It's waiting for you in the description. Until next time, sleep well or wake strong. And always keep learning and keep growing. Good night.